Oh, how'd you not blow out the shocks on that thing? Why didn't they blow out?
Because they're not real shocks.
But they would have.
No. You know,
Sammy, I don't even like me, no, I'm staring in the mirror.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everyone's having a great day. It's Friday, life is good. We are currently waiting on my buddy Bryce, who owns the 7th gen Celica GT, to show up at the house. We got some goodies for the Celica. I know she's been taking a beating lately. Between the tie rods not coming in, the front end getting this damage that we got here. If you haven't seen that video, put a link somewhere up here. There'll be a card, whatever side. Anyway, he's got some parts for us that I can't wait to show you guys, and we got a few other things to show you. So once he gets here, we'll get going with this video. Also, it's this little girl's birthday today. 2 years old, Sam. I got you something. Come here. What is inside? A cupcake. Look at that. Even comes with a little bone. Do you want your cupcake? Do you want it? Oh, hey, you can't guide it till after I get the candle out of it. Stay. Okay. Happy birthday, Sam. Alright guys, so some stuff happened and Bryce came and he dropped off the part, so I'm going to show you that, but we got to talking about his new vinyl wrap job and just other stuff, and we completely got sidetracked, and then it was dark, so unfortunately he wasn't in this video. I didn't even honestly think to pick up my camera. Once he showed up, we just started talking. I got the part, I was super excited. So right behind me, I got to show you exactly what we got for the Celica. Now, if these are brand new when they were popular, they were like almost $1,000, and I got it for $100. You're going to see why, but I think you guys will be really excited about this. Alright, so yeah, we got the VIS hood for the Toyota Celica, and as you can see, it's a little bit rough, hence it was only $100. And Bryce even said, hey, if you don't like it, you decide that it's too much work for you, you can just give it back. Like, it's no big deal. But I'm super stoked to have this because I can't afford, nor would I probably drop $1,000 on a hood. There's other things for the car that I would like to do, but because I decided that we're painting the whole car and we mocked up the lip now, and I'm just going to do it all at once instead of try to match the white that's there. If we had a decent paint job, I'd probably try to match it, but we don't have a decent paint job. We have a cheap, like, lower than Mako quality single stage paint job. Anytime you have any dirt on your hands at all and you touch it, it sticks to the paint, and it looks awful. It's a good 10-footer. It's a good YouTube paint job because you guys see it and you always seem to like the car, and obviously I am around it a lot more and I see it in person, stuff like that, so I know all of its direct flaws. But let's take a closer look at this hood. Yeah, like I said, it's not in the best shape, so I wanted to show you guys before I actually tried doing anything to it. This is exactly how I got it. This is the worst part right here. This is actually cracked. The weave doesn't look that bad, so I mean, obviously you're gonna see it a little bit, but I can get some resin and I'm gonna try to fix that. So if we go from there, we look down, you can see someone had hood pins in, so wouldn't really be my first choice, but I'm gonna have to because otherwise we'll just have these big ugly patches in here. So we are gonna do hood pins in this. It's kind of yellowed a little bit, but I'll get to that in just a second. You can see that this side of the hood has been painted. So Bryce started stripping this off, decided he didn't really want it, or it wasn't a project he wanted to take on. I know he said the hood wasn't exactly his style anyway, but you can see right here, this I actually started to sand just a little bit. I have it unbolted. It really doesn't look that bad. And you guys, this is like 5 minutes of me sanding with an orbital and some fine sandpaper. So there is little areas like right there that are kind of clouded up, but I just started and I've noticed that the farther I go, the less of that yellowy tint that is actually in here. And obviously the lights and the camera are gonna affect that some anyway. But if you look at it, I mean, this straight up looked like that. Like exactly like that. It had all these big cracks in it and stuff, and just from about 5 minutes of me with an orbital sander, I was able to do that. So I'll obviously fix this crack, and then there's some areas here and over here that need some resin. A lot of this, it looks really bad, but it's just kind of delaminating off the top of the carbon fiber. As I sand at this, it gets less and less. So that's not really a crack. I'm running my finger over it right now. It's nice and smooth. It's just like lifting off of the weaves of the carbon fiber. I'm not too crazy about the kind of greenish tint, but like I said, more so on this side. You can tell as I work it, it kind of is getting less and less, and I think that's just the age of the resin. So my hope is that once I get new resin in those couple spots that I need to fix, like here, and there's a couple more, and then God help me, I gotta sand off that whole half of the hood. But after I do that, I think I'm gonna use a 2K clear and lay a clear coat on top of the entire hood once I'm done, and then we'll do a cut and buff, and I hope it doesn't look quite as yellow. There, you can see that side over there doesn't look quite as yellow. This is probably the spot I hit the least, and you can see that almost has a greeny, I don't know guys, I'm colorblind, but you can definitely see the yellow more on this side right here.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So yeah, that is the VIS carbon fiber hood, and before anybody goes and says that's not what it is, let's look really quick. Right there, it's upside down, but it is authentic. And I was super stoked, you guys, about how well the replica C1 lip that I bought off of Amazon fit. It's super rubbery-like and soft, which is gonna make it easier to fit, but I was really nervous that without that factory lip portion on the bottom that got ripped off, that it wouldn't support itself. And as you can see in that clip, that was literally 2 zip ties. It was zip tied in 2 spots, 4 zip ties total, but I only had it held up on the ends. There was no tape, there were no screws, there was no nothing. I did buy 2 rolls of the really nice automotive grade double-sided tape from 3M. So with that and a couple screws in the fender well, I hope that that thing will look great. And I think it will. I mean, that clip kind of speaks for itself. So between that, knowing that I'm gonna get it painted, I have a lot of work to do with this hood as well. I'm stoked, you guys. This thing is gonna look sweet. And I could show you the color. The test panel's actually behind me in the garage, but I don't want to. I kind of want to wait until I actually paint the car to show you guys what color it's going to be. So there's that. That's where the Celica is at right now. Again, kind of work I didn't need to do, but things are starting to look up. I got a nice hood. Well, it will be nice. And I got that replica lip that actually fit pretty well. I was pretty nervous about that. So with that, you guys, I've been at work all day. I was up in the shop at Toyota working a Saturday shift, so I'm gonna take this cup that they sent me with my C1 lip, and I'm definitely not gonna put beer in it. I might put, I don't know, apple juice? Something like that, you guys. Anyway, also, I called the company that's sending us our lift for the garage, and that is supposed to ship out next week. So, at some point in the near future, we're gonna have an assembly / delivery / I don't know, the lift is coming, and I'm super stoked about that. But anyway, you guys, thanks for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you have not already, so you're notified every time that we upload a new video, and we'll see you next time.